What is up, y'all? This is your boy AJTRIP, and welcome to a special episode of That's a Shoot. This is usually on Fridays, but I had to do it tonight because of just what we just witnessed at the Wrestlemania kickoff press conference. Amazing. But we need to go back to last Friday to get it all started, right? No, we didn't even go back to last Monday when we found out CM Punk was injured and things like that. Right after the Royal Rumble happened, and Cody Rhodes came out simply to announce the fact that he was going to WrestleMania to face The Rock, not The Rock, to face Roman Reigns. But Seth Rollins came out and kind of said some things that made everybody think that what's his face? That Cody Rhodes should face him at the WrestleMania instead of Roman Reigns. And promo was very interesting. He kind of clowned on the world title and things like that, the WWE Universal title, things like that. Cody was left speechless, saying that he think about it. He then came out on Friday and on SmackDown, and he had a conversation with Roman Reigns just literally just sent Seth Rollins to another dimension with everything he had. So and then that was interesting. And then Cody came out and said that he was going to go for that title, but not at WrestleMania. So he was going to go. He took counsel and he's gonna let somebody close to him do something. And The Rock came out in the ring. They shook hands, spoke something in his ear. I'm sure something to the effect of "thank you for letting me do this" and things like that. And then Rock and Roman had a stare down, potentially thinking that it was Rock and Roman at WrestleMania. That's what a lot of us thought. And a lot of us wanted. We've been wanting this for years, for Rock, especially after the heel turn. We really wanted it, and it just never came about. And I truly think last year was the year to do it. Last year was the year to do it. To have Roman Reigns face against The Rock. Last year was the year to do it. They couldn't get it done. So it was many years they could have done. They could have done it at WrestleMania 38, WrestleMania 39. But it now looked like that it was going to happen here at WrestleMania 40. Come this past Monday. So that happened Friday night. The weekend for several hours. It was trending on Twitter. Sometimes the number 1 trend, sometimes the number 30 trend, but it was trending on Twitter for good part of this weekend. # we won Cody. All of the Cody crybabies, as The Rock told him tonight, today on Pat McAfee. The Cody crybabies upset that Cody wasn't going to get the opportunity to finish his story. We want Cody trending, and there was a little bit of we want Rocky trending. It wasn't as big as we want Cody, but it was trending. And like I said, I put this out on Twitter. The Twitter, social media, the internet, it's not a real place. And it's a small minority of the people. Like 12% of the people in the country, in the country, 12% of the people in the world are on social media. 12%. That's like Twitter, Facebook. I think all anything called social media. Only 12% of the people is on it. So even though there's a massive, what looks to be a massive vocal thing of we want Cody, that's just a little bit of the population. I mean, there could have been a majority of the population that said that was about we want Rocky. He thinks it's a good thing, and there's a lot of them on Twitter. O'Shea Jackson really had he was cooking, as they like to say, all weekend long. O'Shea Jackson, he's a big WWE fan, obviously, and he was cooking. A lot of people had some great thoughts about this. Um, so then we came Monday, and Seth and Cody and Drew got into it, but there was a whole thing on Monday Night Raw with what's happening between Seth and Cody and other things like that. What is happening? So, things like that was going down. And still, they didn't give us an answer. They announced their press conference for today, and that's where we were all getting an answer. And they kept saying nothing was done Infinity yet. So, kind of figure it out. And there's been numerous reports out there from all of the guys, Mike Johnson, the PW Insider, and Dave Meltzer, and Sean Ross Sapp, many people that was giving you things about that. There was reports that the deal was done on the 3rd, January 3rd, that Rock was going to face Roman at WrestleMania. The deal was done then, and the deal was done, and they didn't, and the folks didn't tell Triple H until the Saturday of Royal Rumble, where Cody runs the Royal Rumble, right? And then many of the big name stars, CM Punk, Cody Rhodes, Drew McIntyre, Seth Rollins, did not know that they were going to go in the direction of Cody and Roman and of Rock and Roman. So it was a big surprise to them. So now come today. And what happens today? Well, first off, real quick, they have Bianca Belair out there. She did her thing. It doesn't know. It looks like it was rumored that it was probably going to be Charlotte versus Bianca at WrestleMania. Charlotte's injured, so I don't know. With they had Jade and her had a face off in the Rumble, so maybe that's match Jade versus Bianca Belair. I would much rather see them in a tag team, take on the Kabuki Warriors for the tag title, and have them win it, and have them become a tag team, and then have Bianca and Jade happen at a later date. Once have them hold the titles for an entire year, and then like at the Royal Rumble, let some upstart team beat them, and then Jade turns on Bianca, and you're Bianca and Jade at WrestleMania 41. That's neither here nor there. Then Rhea Ripley came out. Becky Lynch was there. They got into it, so it definitely does seem like that Bianca Belair doesn't have a shot. I would actually like to see Bianca versus Rhea at WrestleMania. That's what this match should. That's what I think this match probably should be. That is a WrestleMania match. But listen, Becky's a star, so if Becky's gonna come out, then they're obviously foreshadowing Becky versus Rhea. So that's probably happening at WrestleMania. And then they brought out Seth. And Seth came out. He talked his talk. Roman came out. Gave a little shots in at Seth and everything like that, and had that things happening. And then The Rock came out. The Rock came out and he talked his shit. He did what he's normally do. He's finally and things like that. And he put up on the screen the members of the bloodline. Roman's grandfather, The Rock's grandfather, the blood oath. That while really necessarily it doesn't really, in reality it doesn't make them cousins, but I think in the Samoan culture it does. So you have to kind of respect the Samoan culture. You want your culture respected, you have to respect theirs. And so in the Samoan culture, taking that blood off makes them family. And so Roman and it's The Rock's cousin and Vita Vada Vu, right? And that makes Nia Jax Roman's cousin, things like that. Even though Nia's basically kind of on the Rock's tree side, on the Peter Maivia side of the family, and Roman's on the Anoa'i side. Talk about that. And Roman had earlier said he chose The Rock, and he said The Rock and Roman at WrestleMania 40 was going to be the biggest one ever. And they kind of get the bond together. And then Cody came out, no music. He just walked out and talked about it, and and he was upset. He started talking about some things, and he talked about how there's bullshit and things like that. And he chose Roman to wrestle at WrestleMania for the WWE Universal title. And The Rock was standing back, looking kind of irritated, and Roman started to talk to him. He invoked his father and Of course, you know that you can't do that. Although he didn't have really anybody do it AEW, but they've done it a couple of times here in WWE, and that's one of the tricks. That's one of the reasons why Cody's not, Cody doesn't really have that much. Like, I'm sure he probably doesn't want it to be invoked, whether in the good way or the bad way. But they've been invoking Dusty for a long time. But ever since he's been around. So, and he said that, and he said something. What Cody did said, your grandfather and the High Chief, The Rock's grandfather, would be ashamed of you. And then The Rock kind of turned. He was already giving off some heelish vibes. But then he turned around and said, you don't talk about my family. You don't talk about his family. You talk about their family, him, the grandfathers. You talk about me. You talk about my family. And he slapped Cody. And then Cody got up and he was being held back by Triple H, and Seth for some reason was mad, and Seth put something out there this week. He was doing a whole bunch of interviews in the Super Bowl at Super Bowl week, Radio Row, and he said something about, he said, Rock, we love to have you, but we don't need you, which was fucking stupid, because The Rock has drawn more money. He's drawn more money in these 3 weeks he's been around. In these 4 weeks he's been around, with WWE this one. He's drawn more money, and during that time than Seth Rollins has drawn in his entire career. So when you're talking about we don't need yourself, just hush up and just accept the fact that he's here. And then that was good, and then there was some stuff out there, and then they did a little backstage segment to end it where Jackie Redmond was talking to Triple H, and the Bloodline was coming back, and Rock was pissed off. He said, "You fix it," and they bleeped it out. I don't know what but obviously it was something. The crowd went, whoa! So he said something that the crowd didn't, that it was enough for Peacock to bleep, but someone was like that. So yeah, and then they had Big E and CM Punk there, and they were talking their stuff. And CM Punk was like, "I want to see somebody punch the body in the mouth. Let's fight." And I love that. That's just good old CM Punk stuff. And he was taking some shots at AEW, and things like that as well. So really, to just bottom line this, it looks like we are going to have Cody and Roman at WrestleMania. It does look like that. So, depending on how you want to see this, how you want to go about this, some people are going to say this was a work all along. Some people are going to say no. They decided to change it up on Cody, do Rock versus Roman, and then they saw the backlash, they pivoted. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it was going to work from the beginning or if they did pivot. I would say this: if they did pivot, I'm a little disappointed that they did, because to me, to pivot for them, because a lot of these fans are ungrateful and entitled, and feels like they need to get what they want, and just because WWE says we want to give the fans what they want, it doesn't necessarily mean that, that if you want R-Truth to win the World Heavyweight Championship, it means that they should put the title on R-Truth. Or you want the world title on Sami Zayn, they should put the World Heavyweight title on Sami Zayn. No, that's not what they when they say we want to give you what you want. What you want on the wider scale thing is you want a great story and a great and great storytelling to go along with a hopefully good match that makes the story come up and fill together, and you have a nice ending, right? That's what you want. You want the story to come up in a nice ending. And to me, pivoting is something that I just feel like it will make these fans even feel even more entitled and more ungrateful when you do give them something that these fans have wanted. 90% of the fans that were hashtag we want Cody probably at some point have said, I want to see Rock and Roman. And probably even on day one, when the Rock came out there and talked about sitting at the bar, sit at the booth, or sit at the head of the table, they probably was like, oh yeah, Rock and Roman, let's get it, I want that, yeah, let's get it. They probably was all like that, and then like that, it turned. So it'll be interesting to see what the other people feel today. Now, even there was some stuff going around with Dave Meltzer. Dave Meltzer was reporting, allegedly. I'll say allegedly because I don't listen to Dave Meltzer and I don't follow him or anything like that. But there was a lot of accounts that like wrestling and things like that, and like fans of wrestling. And there was also like some like the aggregator accounts who were like reposting saying that Rock and Roman for WrestleMania 40 was solid and it was locked in and it wasn't going to change. Well, it looks like it has changed from tonight. So I don't know. And more or less like now than The Rock versus Roman happening and have that being, some type of, feud, almost now seems like it is now like by Cody talking about The Rock's family, it's kind of now put The Rock on the side of Roman Reigns. And now it's now turning that. It almost feels like that they were setting up a tag match WrestleMania between Cody and Seth in The Rock versus Roman Reigns. So I don't know. They put something out on Twitter the other night where Rock said, I'm the lone gamer. This is the lone game. So I don't know. And he coined the phrase Cody Crybabies, which has been that has been trending a lot today as well. So that's awesome. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what's going on, but I'm excited and I'm looking to where to see. I'm not gonna be like the Cody Crybabies. I didn't get what I wanted, so now I'm upset. And I'm mad. I'm going to scream and yell. And I'm going to send death threats to Triple H and Cody Rhodes. As I do my Rock impersonation from earlier today on Pat McAfee. I'm not going to do that. I've been saying for months now, right, that WrestleMania 40 should end with Cody Rhodes holding the title, being celebrated, confetti falling, balloons falling, maybe family in the ring, a big major celebration. And it looks like that's something that we might get. And that's okay. I will say this, again, I wanted to see Rock and Roman. I wanted to see it for two reasons. One, if this is the only time The Rock can do The Rock versus Roman, then let's do it now and let's get it out the way, so that we're not even looking at this come WrestleMania 41 or 42 or whatever. The Rock is doing other things. He's going to be filming Fast and the Furious. Part of the new Fast and the Furious movie. He's going to have to film that at some point, right? So I wanted that, and also once I heard about the death threats sent to Ava and The Rock, and people were talking about they were going to bomb Lincoln Financial Field and things like that. See, things like that pissed me off. And it pissed me off. And at that point, I want stuff to happen just so that you get pissed off. So I wanted the WWE to stay with The Rock and Roman Reigns just so, you can stick it to those pieces of shit that are doing that to Ava and The Rock and talking about bombing, Lincoln Financial Field. So it is unreal what is happening. So yeah, so that's it. We've it looks like what we have here is we've got Io Sky going up against, we call it Io Shirai. It's okay. Io Sky going up against Bayley for the Undisputed Women's Championship. And then we have Cody Rhodes against Roman Reigns for the Undisputed WWE Championship. And we have all these other things surrounding that with Seth and The Rock Knight and Drew still lurking in the background, even though he wasn't there today. So yeah, this is something that I can't wait to see what's going to happen. I'm going to be looking this whole weekend, figuring out what, I'm going to be on Genre Sap. I'm going to be on all the aggregators, things like that, to see what other people are saying, see if they know anything. So let's see. And it's going to be good, because at this point, WWE is so good, they give you some. And here's the thing. As I looked on Twitter, and I looked in the Wrestlemania hashtag, which is #1, everybody in there was like, what an amazing promo. What an amazing promo. And I can't believe it. This is awesome, and things like that. And again, if this is a pivot, or whether or not this was a work all along, you're getting something good, right? Right? You're getting something that is tickling your fancy. And that's all you want. And that's what WWE gives you. Post your comments down below. Tell me what you guys think. Let me know what you guys thought about tonight's incredible press conference. Let me know what you guys thoughts and feelings on. Did they pivot? Was this a work? Let me know down in the comment section. Like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching. We'll be back on our regular day next week. Unless something else big strange happens before then, and I have to do a Dr. Shoot on next Thursday. I don't think I will, but we'll wait and see. Alright. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is your boy, AJTRIP, signing off. As always, be good to each other, y'all. Be careful out there. And I am out.